Hello everyone, this is Honora and we are back today with Kakuen Idol Master. Because we just get a new update today, as you can see on the screen right now. We have a new Step 3 for Ume. But before that, there is also another important event that launched together with this pad, which is a preparation event for HIF, right? Gonna start today, right? 10th of April. It's gonna last until 29th of April. So, what is that? 20 day in total, right? Almost 3 weeks. During this period, every time you do any kind of produce at all, you're gonna get this ticket up here. And that ticket can be used in the shop, right? And go to item exchange, and you can exchange those tickets for any of the previous event support card, right? These are all free support card, not the gacha one. You can exchange for any of these. Sadly, it only show one right now. I don't know if you purchase one, it's gonna refresh and show another one with higher cost or not. But if you don't want any of these support cards, the usual material you can get, right? The coin gacha thing, the books, the support point, everything can be exchanged with this. So if you're playing a lot during this period, you can exchange for a lot of stuff. And if you miss any of these events and fail to max limit break them, maybe this is your chance to do that. But why would you want to do a lot of produce? Well, I didn't cover this before, but every single Born Boost campaign for every single idol have been not refreshed but rerun. So for example, if you already do some of the mission previously, for example this one, from how I do some of them before, those things will already be done. You just need to do whatever left. And the reason to do this, even if you already as born 27, is that it gives you a free crystal, free gem, and a rainbow books, which quite a little bit harder to come by, right? 100 gem and 1 book per campaign. So if you haven't done any of these at all, we have like what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 campaign. That means 1,000 crystal if you have enough time to play through all of this, and a 10 rainbow book. And this lasts for a while, lasts until of course 16th of May. So lasts until whenever HIF gonna release, which is, and you can see here, 16th of May. Alright, that's all for pre-HIF campaign and event. Now, of course, we have Step 3 for Hanami Ume. Of course, we're gonna skip story for now, because all the story I gonna watch all of them when I do a stream pushing her born to 27 later. But then of course we get a usual mission for Born Boost. Nothing much, right? Together with this, we also get a special training ranking. This time, Ume and Linami. And for this one, the allowance of idol that you can use in this event is since mostly focus on concentration or logic and focus on motivation. Normally get nothing. Alright, either sense or logic, depend on what you have, and you can push this rank. Just get 10,000, give you 400 gems. So don't forget to do this. Alright, and that's all for the event. Now the main point, right? The main point is of course Hanami Ume Step 3 song or gacha. Song that I cannot read the name. The name is too long for me. Something about watercolor or whatever. But yeah, let's look at the detail of this banner. As you can see here, I rolled 10 already just to test my luck. I got nothing. Alright, Ume is a logic idol. Her main archetype is motivation. Her signature skill give you 2 shield, give you 3 motivation, and after this you get a passive that after this for 3 times total at the turn start, if you have 0 shield, you're gonna get your parameter equal to the amount of the total shield gain during this lesson. 80% of the total amount gonna gain at parameter. Trigger 3 times and only trigger when you add 0 shield at the start of the turn, right? If you don't have 0 shield, then it will not proc, because this is another condition here that make this card really good. If it's proc every turn, this card is useless, but since it's only proc when you have 0 shield, this card is so nice for motivation idol. And for her signature item, every 3 turn, when the turn end, right? When the turn end, every 3 turn, you're gonna get parameter gain equal to 130% of your shield, and then reduce your shield to 0. And next turn, you draw 2 cards, proc 3 times per lesson. This is upgrade version. If you go for the base version, nothing changed much. Parameter gain decreased from 130 to 1 and 10, and the card draw reduced from 2 cards to 1 card. Nothing much, but it synergizes well with her signature card, right? Because the passive only proc at the start of the turn when you have 0, and it's only proc every 3 turns. So, and it's only proc 3 times per lesson. So hopefully you can use her skill before the item proc, so that you're gonna gain a full value out of this, right? In my opinion, this is a really good kit, especially for motivation. That means you most likely, especially now we are in Hajime Legend, right? Most likely you're not gonna have any trouble during the normal lesson in Hajime. In Nier, it's not gonna be that much value, but it's still a good kit that synergize well with each other, right? And we don't know what's coming up in HIF, but hey, the kit look really synergistic together, and motivation is one of the archetypes that have been like the most ceiling and easy to reach ceiling most of the time. I would say most of the time. Pushing shield is quite safe, and you can get parameter from these two, and you're not gonna spend any direct stamina, right? This is green, it's not red. And of course, if you roll for Ume, you're gonna get her highlight. Her highlight is kind of hard to see, is in the back of her head. But that's all for the P idol. Let's look at the support card next. So for the SSR support card is a logic lock, of course, and it sends support card. It gives you bonus percentage gain for your dance lesson, and then give you SP lesson SP lesson bonus, the standard SP lesson bonus, and then SP lesson bonus when you have 20 cards or more. This one can proc from any SP lesson, doesn't have to be dance. This one only procs on dance lesson. And you also gonna gain bonus stat every time you get a skill card that are SSR, which is rainbow. So it's a really high stat gain, right? High stat gain dance. And because dance have many support cards that give you SP lesson chance already, have 2 SP lesson bonus, sound like a pretty good deal, because you just use 2 SP lesson chance support card, right, and put this card in. You're gonna get around 60 to 70% SP lesson chance depend on what support card you have, and this gonna give you a lot of bonus stat. So this only work for any of your idol that have done at your primary or secondary, right? And for the support skill, can only be used when 3 turn pass already. So if you draw this on your turn 1 or turn 2, this is dead card in your hand. But after that, you can use this card. It gives you 3 motivation, give you plus 50% motivation gain, right? So you can stack motivation faster and reduce your stamina consumption on every card by 1. Pretty alright. Pretty alright. The one thing we need to check is the customization of that. So is SSR, is a logic, is a mental. Customization, we have plus 1 more, not on plus 3 more motivation, or upgrade all the card in your hand. Okay, the upgrade is mostly useless. These two are useless, so this is not high value. If we have shield here, this card is so broken. But luckily, it's not have that, so it's not broken, so it's not that like mandatory for every motivation idol ever. Alright, and that's for SSR. Let's look at SR. Another logic lock, of course. And this is visual support card. Give you bonus. Every single skill card you can give you bonus. When you change a skill card, give you more bonus. Sadly, this is not useful at all in Hashime region. Maybe in HIF this might be useful. And then when you gain P item, get bonus 6 times. Okay, this is nice. Because P item doesn't only count from the support card, right? Even if the event, any event from the scenario give you P item, this also count. So most of the time you're gonna get free 66 from this for sure. And that's all for the support. Is quite a nice set of passive parameter gain without any lesson involved, right? And for the, I think this is produce item, not contest, so this is not gonna be in your memory. So every time that you get a skill card that give you that have motivation tag in them and your visual is 400 or higher, you can choose 1 skill card, 1 normal skill card actually, right? 1 normal skill card is gonna change randomly to something else. I don't know if a keyword like this will allow you to skip or not. Right? No clue. But yeah, choose 1 skill card. It doesn't have to be normal card. Any skill card will work and you're gonna change them to something else. It's not even specifically say change to motivation skill card. So I'm not sure how good this is, right? It's good if you have a lot of bonus from changing skill card. Otherwise, kinda RNG if you ask me. Alright, that is all for this banner. Again, let me remind you, this is step 3. Step 3 means it will be joy every future pool, every future banner pool right after this banner end, right? Well, except for unit banner, of course. But she can spook you in any time in the future, and when the full moon happen and they decide to update the exchange shop, right? When they decide to upgrade the flower ticket shop, then step 3 gonna be featured in here too. So it's not like a must pull. And another reason that you need to reconsider is that the last step 3 idol before HIF release, they guarantee that it's gonna be Misuzu. If you're a fan of Misuzu, then she is next. And of course, if you're a fan of Misuzu, another thing to consider is that right after Misuzu, we have second anniversary banner. For sure, we're gonna have some kind of special banner for second anniversary. So, most likely you want to save for that. But if you really like either Ume or Misuzu, then good luck. I hope you're not gonna spend too much of your gem and you're gonna get everything you want. Alright, I hope you have fun playing video games. Good luck with your gacha. Have a good day, good night wherever you are, and see you again next time. For now, bye bye. I should plan when I'm gonna stream Ume Step 3 after this. Anyway, bye.
1日で足りなかったらまたデートしてあげるからね。